Samakaya Shirogrivam. Ensure your back, shoulders, neck, head are in a straight line. Gently roll the shoulders back. Take 3 normal breaths to bring yourself to the meditation. Bring your awareness to different sounds that meet you in this moment. Sounds far away, sounds closer to you. Observe these sounds without judgment. Observe these sounds as the silence. Choose to step aside from these sounds that meet you, and as though you close a door, arrive at the awareness of your own physical form. Visualize a long mirror placed in front of you and observe your posture slowly from the head to the toe, from the toe to the head. In this mental mirror, observe the sensations of warmth or cold on the skin, the touch of the fabric, your contact with the mat, the sensation within your ears, the sensation at the sole of your feet. Observe all these sensations arise onto the skin at the same time and surrender yourself completely to the ground as though you're firmly, deeply rooted in your posture. Observe this steadiness in the mental mirror and allow the visual to dissolve. Bring your awareness further to the sensations on the tongue, the experience of moisture, the experience of dryness, the experience of taste. Observe the present sensation. Acknowledge it and move further to the sensation of the breath. Your breath is the window to look inwards. Often you hear, look inwards. This is the window. With the help of the breath, internalize your awareness. Observe where does the breath travel. Observe the quality, frequency of your breath. Once you acknowledge the breath, bring your awareness to the third eye and set an intention for today's practice. This intention can be a dream, a wish, a thought you want for your child and yourself. The practice of pratyahara, withdrawal of senses, now completes. Repeat the intention to yourself for 3 times and bring your awareness to the anahata, the heart center. Observe the rise and fall of the thoracic. Observe the rise and fall of the chest. With each inhale, breathe in love and compassion. Visualize your heart center expanding, filling up with love and compassion. Visualize yourself holding your mother's hand as a child. Observe how beautiful her palm is. Simply visualize yourself holding her hand. She may be walking you somewhere. She may be helping you with something. Just notice how beautiful is the first hand you held in life. You exactly remember the safety of that touch, the joy of that touch, the temperature of her body, the fragrance of her proximity. Stay in that moment. This palm you have held on to countless of times. You have felt it on your forehead. You have felt it as a pat on your back. You have felt it as strength. You have felt it as a guide. Take a moment to acknowledge the role of your mother and her complete surrender to you by going back in time to spend few moments with her. Visualize her getting dressed to go out. very hurriedly finishing the work, the chores, finishing a list of wants from everybody around her, dressing you up in the best way possible, always wanting you to shine brighter than her. And in whatever way that she manages, visualize her in her most divine form, in her best of youth, in the years of your childhood. Visualize your mother. Be reminded of the day when she was extremely not well, yet decided to take care of you, of everyone around her. No complaint. Even if she did, perhaps you could not listen to her in that moment. Knowing nobody is listening to her, she continued to carry on throughout the day, trying to be the perfect mother for you. Be reminded how she walked with you to your school, how proudly she spoke about you to all those near and dear to her, as though you were her trophy, the best achievement of life. Celebrating you, whomever she spoke to, be reminded of her as the only person who kept strongest faith in you, as the only person who always chose to see the goodness you carry. No matter who she is, no matter what were her scars of life, she chose to bury all those wounds to raise you. No matter how difficult life got each day, she made getting through life easiest for you. Visualize the day where you felt your most weakest, hit by a sudden trauma. Just listening to your voice, she wanted to see you immediately. All she worried was your well-being. All she wanted was for you to see who you truly are. Be reminded of surviving this toughest time with her support and love. Many times she saved you. Many times she ignored your mistakes. She knew everything but chose not to burden you with her thoughts on it. She simply waited for you to call her like an attendant anytime you need in life. You may have had many friends to talk to, many important works to attend, getting busier with life. Your simple phone call brought bright smile on her face. Please see, you are the only source of her joy, always. Please forgive her for anything she may have missed in raising you. She may have been forgotten to be perfect. Forgive her for not being good enough. As you walk towards your own journey of motherhood, it's time to celebrate your mother, the femininity, the divinity that created you. Look back at her and free her from all that you hold against her. There are countless challenges she faced you're still not aware of. Look back at your own mother and reconnect with her with intense love and compassion today. Release yourself of anything that blocks this divine, pure connection of life. Feel grateful, express your gratitude to her for changing her body, for adding on to scars, for adding on to expectations. Forgive her if you hold her the reason of your failure. Please release her in this moment. Simply observe her as a woman, not with any name. Step little away and observe her entire life. Don't observe her for what she could be. Rather, appreciate what she has been throughout for you. Do not hold back. Release anything that springs up. Seek for forgiveness in this moment. You still need her as you proceed onto the journey of your motherhood. You may feel you have grown up, but for her, you're always her little one. Her most special, cherished one. For the next 5 minutes, take your time to forgive her, to send health, happiness, joy to her through through a prayer that you can make. Sit with her, observe her changing body, face, slow down of pace with age. Be reminded of the amount of time you will share with her going forward. As forgiving you will be towards your child, it's time to look at your own mother with a forgiving gaze. Be reminded, your child may have complaints from you just as you did from her. No matter how much you try, you will still feel you're not good enough. Please let her know how it feels. Connect with your Creator, with your mother. Resolve all that you can with her in this moment. Invite her to be your strongest pillar and support as you go ahead. Be reminded to have a small portion of your week for her going forward. Some time of your day just to ask her how she's doing. Be reminded to have the best of words kept aside for her, the best of love, the best of smile preserved for her, best of flowers and the best of gift set aside for her. With this intention, surrender to her by bringing your palms together in Namaste in heart center. Bow down to the strength she carried. Bow down to her resilience, her patience, her immense sacrifice. Thank her for everything she has sacrificed, she has put on hold or given away for you. Just make a prayer for her health and gratitude. Express gratitude to your Creator, the Divine itself connecting with you and taking care of you, feeding you, clothing you, forgiving you, choosing to forgive you throughout life. Only one person, your mother. Thank her. When you feel ready, gently lift your head up. Only when you feel ready, open your eyes, externalize. Namaste. You will simply now introduce yourself as your mother's name, loudly. We can begin from here. Introduce yourself as your mother. As loudly as you can. Very good. Very nice, yes. Thank you so much for participating, all of you. I bow down to your immense courage and strength. Matrudeva Bhava from Vidya.